broadcasting from the FedEx Forum. It's the NBA, and it's live right here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge joins us from the sideline. They get it back. Over to the left wing. And the basket by Vassell.
And when Pirtle sees a guy on his team open, he finds him right away, whipping that pass there directly.
Here's Morant. And the layup falls. And tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt. And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans.
Nice shot by McDermott.
This is Dougie McBuckets at his best, a lights-out shooter from beyond the arc.
And Adams with the slam.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Pass to Vassell. Back to Murray. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
Guys, that's a more reliable shot for Murray than a pull-up jumper. I like to see him fire away in that situation.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Sinks the three-pointer.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
How do you stop this? I mean, it seems like they can't miss.
That one's not going to go. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Pass to Pirtle. The shape. He lays it in.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
Now here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
How about the handles from the young fellow? Give Morant credit for taking the initiative and capitalizing.
Stolen by Jackson. Pass to Morant. Adams trying to free himself up. And that one's good, Morant. And it's 8 points for John Morant. Here's Vassell. Now here is Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Boy, Murray's court vision very sharp, and he's unselfish too. You love seeing that combination.
Pass to Bain. Jackson with it. And the dunk by Jackson.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one.
Well, guys, I'm glad they didn't try because I don't want anybody to get hurt out there.
And here is Johnson. Takes a three. Offensive rebound. And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Substitution for your Grizzlies, Brandon Carr.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. 6 to shoot. Pass to Pirtle. Knocked away. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
Memphis ball.
And so it's Memphis with it. 4-point game. And here's Morant. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Morant's got 10.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside. And coming out of high school, John Morant said he was a no-star recruit. One reason he may have been overlooked was his small-town upbringing, growing up in Dalzell, South Carolina.
And there's the drive. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Who's the best young catalyst in the game? Some people will say Doncic, some will say Trae Young, and some might even say Ja Morant.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And even though he played in an AAU team with Zion Williams, you know, scouts, Greg, were looking right past Ja Morant.
And didn't get a lot of offers at first. After 2 years at Murray State, he joined Steph Curry and Damian Lillard as another star point guard out of a mid-major program. And to this day, he carries that underdog chip on his shoulders.
Pass to McDermott. The Spurs rebound. Tries again. Launches a three. That one's a miss. His third shot of the game. He's made one of them.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass clock there, proving how important that concept is.
Inside. Pirtle. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And that one's good. Morant. He's got 12.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Now here's Murray. He's got 6. Here's Pirtle. And it's Morant with the rebound. And here are the Grizzlies now. They're on a 16-6 run. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
The contact can't trip Morant up. He just glides past it and into his shot.
Stolen by Brooks. Jumps up and finished by Morant.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Grizzlies out in front. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Memphis.
Really some great drives to the basket here early on for these guys.
And the Grizzlies leading by 6. Morant outside. And it's Vassell with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
On defense, San Antonio. And it's Vassell with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second personal foul.
That's his second foul of the first half. Not a big deal yet, but something to keep an eye on.
San Antonio.
And the foul on Josh Richardson. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Third team foul.
To the left wing. Bane inside the three-point line. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
And here's Johnson outside. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Richardson.
Josh Richardson.
And he uses the glass on the layup. Richardson's got his first basket.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Morant drives in. McDermott with the double team. Pass to Morant. The shot that time, not on target. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. Down low. Here's Richardson. The rebound by Steven Adams. And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. 6-point lead. And Greg at 6'5" and 200 pounds. Not the most imposing frame for Josh Richardson, but he is a quality defender.
Well, a lot of it is between the ears. I mean, the plus wingspan helps, but it's that competitive will that enables him to hold his own. Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he
You know
doesn't
I'm the
play this
best,
ball. He just keeps coming in
2K.
attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
San Antonio calls timeout. And competition is at the root of all sports. Certainly, sometimes, you know, things get chippy. And as a player, Rick, how do you handle that aspect when emotions and physicality get going?
Kevin, you're always taught to control your emotions, but easier said than done. And in reality, sometimes you have to man up. You have to let it be known that you're not going to accept things. And at the same time, you got to be smart. So the goal is to beat the other team, not literally.
Spurs trail by 11. Murray outside. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
You know, Murray's game is about putting the ball on the floor, moving without it when he doesn't have it, and driving and keeping pressure on the defense.
Here's Melton. Good work defensively by Richardson.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Desmond Bain.
And it's Desmond Bain with the foul.
His first personal foul.
That's his first
First
foul.
team foul.
So timeout called here. The first for
Timeout
Memphis.
called for Memphis.
And probably surprising to scouts, Johnson has played power forward quite a bit.
But, you know, he's not as tall as most power forwards, but he's really cut up. He's bouncy. He's energetic, fearless, and he's really a mismatch for most other forwards.
Substitution for your Grizzlies. Xavier Tillman. Brendan Paul.
Murray scanning the floor. To the wing right side. McDermott for 3. Outside for Murray. Back to Richardson. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
The assist.
You've got to box out on the boards. When you don't, that's what happens.
Now Morant. He's got 16.
And you're just asking to get burned when you give Morant a lane, using that speed to his advantage.
Here's Vassell.
Devin Vassell.
And the 3 ball is good.
4-3.
Vassell's got 6 points.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Devin Vassell.
And it's Vassell with the foul.
Third personal foul.
And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
And you have to respect Jaren Jackson's toughness. This kid has had some early injury struggles, but he always returns to the floor determined to pick up right where he left off.
Both free throws good from Jackson.
really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Grizzlies with the rebound. They've led by as many as 11 points. Melton, no good.
Well, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Blown opportunity.
And a slam dunk by Richardson.
Yeah, Richardson's got a nice vertical now, and you saw it right there.
And that one's good by Clark.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Spurs trail by 8. Out to the wing. Johnson in the corner. Murray outside. 6 on the shot clock. Kicks it out to Johnson. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here.
Coming onto the floor.
Gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Memphis leading by 8. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
Oh, nice play from Brooks down in the paint. Not afraid to get physical on the inside.
Shot by Johnson, no good. And it's Brooks in the corner. Jackson down low. McDermott with a steal. Pass to Johnson. Back to Murray. It's tipped. Brooks, left side. There's the killer two-handed slam.
A solid distributor. I think Jackson is gifted at reading defenses and then being able to spot the open teammate.
Richardson. San Antonio again turning it over.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Grizzlies making a switch here. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And it's Clark in the corner. Pass to Brooks. Back to Melton. Shoots the 3. Rebounded by McDermott. Got a piece of it. Clark outside. Here's Tillman. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Tillman's got his first 2 points.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. And Anderson has it in the corner. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Brooks outside. Here's Melton. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. And the Grizzlies lead by 16.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Here's Richardson. Pass to Collins. Out to the right wing. It's Richardson on the wing. And a miss there on the triple. Memphis leading by 16. And the foul on Josh Richardson. That's his third foul of the game.
First team foul.
And so here's Memphis.
All you mean.
Here's Melton. Back to Brooks. Pass to Clark. And stolen by Richardson.
Well, that was a superb read defensively. He jumped right into the passing lane the instant the ball left the passer's hand.
And it's Anderson with the ball for Memphis. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. And that one's good by Clark.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
Timeout called for Memphis.
Bring back Murray in the game.
Which loudest section wants a T-shirt?
Just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Back to McDermott. Pass to Vassell. Here's Pirtle. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Adams. And now the Grizzlies. Fast break. Morant right side. McDermott with a steal. Here's Vassell. From down in the low post, it goes. Vassell's got 8.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Pass to Murray. Now Pirtle. In the corner, it's McDermott. Off target from outside.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Keldon Johnson.
Keldon Johnson.
That's his first foul.
His first personal foul. Second team foul.
Spurs on defense. They get it back. Pass to Bain. Brooks outside. It's Brooks on the wing. The offensive rebound. Here's Bain. And again, Memphis no good.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Murray outside. In the corner, it's McDermott. A three-pointer off the mark.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
In transition, here comes San Antonio. Murray, good.
And Pirtle does just a little bit of everything for this team. A big man that has excellent passing skills.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Pass to Bain. Good, and a nice assist for Morant. 12 points for him.
Let's make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from him.
Stolen by Brooks. By himself. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Yeah, that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Right wing. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant.
Spurs ball.
Murray with it. 10 points for him. Clock at 4. Will it go? Here's Pirtle. Stolen by Brooks. And it's Vassell with the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
That's his 4th foul. I'm sure he recognizes the situation because number 5 would put him in a rough, tough spot.
Memphis leading by 21. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
That's his first
And
personal
if you're
foul.
wondering if Ja Morant lacks for confidence, well, look no further than his point guard moniker. This kid is fearless, and he's hungry, and he plays with that proverbial chip on his shoulder.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And Greg, you talk about the fearlessness for Morant, reminiscent of Allen Iverson, the way he throws his body all around.
I mean, get knocked down, get right back up. At the same time, at 6'3", he can add strength to that frame. I know that's the goal of his as he looks to absorb contact and dish out a little of his own.
Pass to Vassell. Spurs working now with a new shot clock. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
Boy, nice timing on these jumps. Somewhat on the small side for a power forward, but he just never gives up.
Jackson down low. Now here's Morant. 9 feet out. Off the left rim and out. Spurs trail by 21. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. McDermott can't get it to go.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. And tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Wow, through the contact, and that three almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
He's still trying to find his footing, but Doug McDermott is a great shooter, no question about that, but he needs to keep adding more to his game.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
I'm Phil Jackson there.
And he nails the third. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for Memphis. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead.
And
for that by Morant.
Coming up anytime.
Relentless in his attack. Morant is wearing down the defense, putting up some huge numbers here tonight.
Here's Bates Diop. What a play.
Who the hell is that?
Trains it in at the buzzer.
I got full clumsy.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close
Everybody
the
getting clowns.
Talk about lifting up a team and energizing them at the end of a quarter. A 3 at the buzzer, that'll do it.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies.
Because you ain't paying tax.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest.
The game like it glitch into the Slick Rick.
Spurs trail by 18. To the middle. Shot's good by Walker.
And, you know, passes like that go a long way. Terrific teamwork.
It's Morant with the drive. It's stolen by Jones. Goes up. And Walker throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
So slow them
Shot
and
clock at
pass the ball
5.
to them.
Here's Morant. And finished by Morant.
And just so dynamic at that lead guard position. Morant there just stuffs it.
Back to Jones. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Pass to Jones. 5 to shoot. He tries for 3. Vassell, no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 16.
Controlling everybody down here.
Morant drives in. And Pirtle pulls it down. To the inside. Right side to Walker. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That's foul number 2 for him. The Grizzlies making a change here. Over to the wing. Above three. Spurs working the ball around now. Offensive rebound. Pirtle. Here's Vassell. Pirtle. Pass to Vassell. Here's Pirtle. Walker with a clean look. No good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip down. Here's Jackson. The short one's on the money. And the Grizzlies lead by 18.
And how about the strength of Jackson there? Uses it whenever he's going up inside and fighting through the contact.
Vassell. The shot's good on the assist by Walker.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Pass to Bain. Here's Tillman. Outside Jackson. Jacks up a three. And he's good on the three ball. Jackson's got 5 points now this quarter.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
I have no problem with that. As a matter of fact, I hate to see teams get conservative with the lead. As long as they're good shots, take them. And as long as they're falling, continue to take them.
Morant drives in. No good off the back of the rim. Spurs trail by 19. Pass to Bates-Diop. Offline with his three. To the paint. And Jackson throws it down.
And how about the hands on Jackson? Makes a good target on that frame and then able to finish off the alley-oop.
Out left to the wing. It's Pirtle, top of the key. Here's Vassell. That three off the mark.
And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
And it's Morant missing. Pass to Vassell. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Outside Jackson. To the left side wing. Here's Bain. Clark trying to get open. Bain, no good. And the foul called on Brandon Clark. That is his first foul of the game. Spurs trail by 21. Outside, Jones. Pass to Bates-Diop. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a play. A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team. Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Memphis.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category. A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was.
For Ja Morant.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Back to Morant. Here's Bain. And gets the rebound. To the wing on the left. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Come on, man. Clams, can you please?
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Walker. Here's Pirtle. Kicks it out to Jones. Outside, Walker. Hits the three-point
Ay,
bomb.
Waka.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
To the left wing. Outside, Jackson. Memphis moving that ball around. Now here's Morant. Lays it up off the glass. Morant's got 30.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. And the outcome of this one,